In the news, when we hear about the possible consequences of global warming, we usually only hear about the Arctic and the drowning polar bears. But we don't live in the Arctic. We live in southern Manitoba. What's going to happen there? How might climate change affect us directly? In 2007, Natural Resources Canada wrote a 400-page report answering that very question for all of Canada. For southern Manitoba, we consult Chapter 7, the prairies. In our area, we're quite used to the Red River flooding in spring. Some years, such as 1997, it's so bad that people close to the river have to evacuate their homes. The report predicts that climate change could make these severe floods more common. And with it could come more rodents, mosquitoes, and waterborne diseases. Following the spring flooding, we can expect more summer droughts, as increases in water scarcity represent the most serious climate risk on the prairies. We could have extra water when we don't need it, and not enough when we do.
The most serious impact that climate change is likely to have on the youth of Manitoba throughout their lifetimes is a greater frequency of drought. The prairies already suffer through significant droughts periodically, but climate models pretty clearly indicate that droughts are likely to become much more frequent and occasionally even more severe than they have been in the past.
Droughts pose obvious threats to agriculture, and they also make water levels drop, decreasing the quality and quantity of well water, increasing the concentration of pollutants in places like Lake Winnipeg, and causing problems for hydroelectricity. Dry areas tend to have a lot of dust around, which, when inhaled, can cause asthma and bronchitis. Finally, climate change will likely bring warmer winters to Manitoba. But that's not necessarily a good thing. More pests and pathogens will be able to survive through the warmer winters. Beetles and caterpillars could offset any extra plant growth, which would otherwise be caused by warmer temperatures. Culex mosquitoes, which spread West Nile virus, thrive in areas with mild winters and prolonged droughts. Other diseases which could become health threats on the prairies include rabies, influenza, tuberculosis, and plague. So right now we're cold and miserable. In the years to come, we could be sick and miserable. Is it really such an improvement?
On a global scale, the youth of Manitoba are likely to experience the repercussions of climate changes in other parts of the world. The global economy is so connected. Any significant drought hazards or climate hazards in other parts of the world are almost certainly going to affect the economy of the prairies and the economy of Canada in negative ways in the long run.
Maybe climate change will affect more than just the polar bears. Maybe it will also affect people like us.